Peace Collective. What's going on? Welcome to the channel. My name is Milan. I am an intuitive tarot reader and psychic medium. If you guys are new here to this channel, welcome. If you guys are returning, welcome back. Shout out to you guys. It means the world to me each and every single time you guys join. Thank you guys times 1,000 for being here and for deciding to spend your time and your energy here with me in these readings. As you guys know, this is going to be another general collective reading. However, we're going to get into another deep dive today. As y'all can tell by the title, we're going to look into the energy around Nicki Minaj at this time. If you guys are ever interested in readings that look more into celebrity culture, the entertainment industry, music, I've got an entire playlist already curated. It's called the Deep Dive series. That's where you can find more readings just like this one. If you guys are ever interested in personals, I do offer them. All the information is going to be in the description box down below, like always. Just as a quick disclaimer, you guys, this channel is not a fan page. This is not a stan page or anything of the sort, okay? Everything in this reading is alleged until proven otherwise and for entertainment purposes only. Okay, if you guys don't like the subject matter of this video, you don't like what I'm saying, you don't resonate with the message, it's totally fine and just click off the reading. It's no big deal. All I ask is that you guys keep it cute and keep it respectful with me and with others who may decide to jump in the comments as well, you guys, okay? But yeah, we're gonna get right into this. So as you guys know, unless you live under a rock, then I'm sure you guys have seen the explosion that happened over social media over the last few days between Cardi B and Nicki Minaj. I already posted a reading regarding Cardi B in this particular energy. These two have been going back and forth very subtly, beefing, I guess you can call it, for years now. For years. And it kind of seems like it's just hit the fan. In a very explosive manner. So I waited purposely a few days to see if Nicki would, continue to tweet or say anything else. What other type of surprises she was gonna drop. So my apologies for posting this reading a little bit behind when it comes to the Cardi B reading. I really just wanted to wait and see if she was going to stop with the Twitter rants, if she was going to keep going. And it seems like at the time of this recording, the energy has kind of cooled down a little bit. So here we are. Okay, if anybody wants to timestamp this reading, you are more than welcome to. Thank you very, very much ahead of time. Okay, so I have a Queen of Wands here to represent Nicki, being that she's a Sagittarius. Okay, we're going to start with a couple of oracle cards first, then we'll dive into the tarot a little bit later to clarify. Okay, I'm really just here just to tap in the same way I did with Cardi, just to see what her energy is like surrounding again, just the rant, the exposing, and the calling people's kids ugly and stuff like that. It was just a lot, and I don't think it's cute from either party. Personally, I really don't. Okay, but it's not about how I feel personally. Okay, I'm here to tap in to see what Spirit has to say about this. But let's get right into this, Nicki. Let's see, how are you feeling at this time? What's going on with you since the cool down with the Twitter rants? She posted her apology and everything like that. It was a little bit of a shady apology, I will say that, but she apologized nonetheless. But let's see, what's current energy, please, when it comes to Nicki Minaj at this time? Please and thank you. Current energy when it comes to Nicki at this time. Please and thank you. Let's see. Oh, okay, you got Getaway. That's interesting. I feel like I got this same card when I looked into Cardi as well. If not this most recent Cardi B reading, then maybe the one I did before that. But I feel like I saw this recently. But it says, run away in the sunset, being on an adventure and go on vacation. So technically she was on a bit of a hiatus prior to all of this, prior to announcing her new album release date. And again, you guys, I really wouldn't hold my breath with that release date. You know how Nicki is. She'll say one thing and then shit happens, or it'll fall apart, and then she'll tell us something else. So I'm not, holding my breath on that March 27th release date, but I think she's going to kind of take a little bit of a break away from the internet until she sees necessary, until she sees fit, okay, with this getaway energy, or until she feels like exposing somebody else. It's like she knows her impact on the internet. She knows her impact. Let's see what is this about, please. water sign showing up. Okay, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I'm not sure if she has any water in her chart. I know for certain she's got a lot of Sagittarius placements and Aquarius rising, but this water energy could just be a signifier of having very heavy emotions. Okay. I don't know why it's coming through like this, but emotionally fluctuating, like her emotions could fluctuate or be fluctuating a lot at this time. It's kind of giving like 1 minute she could feel guilty or feel very bad about this particular exchange that went on, and then another part of her maybe 5 minutes later is like, you know what, fuck it, send them all to hell. You know what I mean? So again, with like those fluctuating emotions, it's kind of how it's coming through. And also someone very intuitive with this water energy. Water signs besides Scorpio are ruled by the moon. So yeah, again, heightened intuition, heightened emotions, seeing past a particular veil with this water energy. Okay, what is this? Oh wow, revenge. Okay. And you've got third party. Okay, so revenge and a third party. Technically, this third party energy is not, I'm not getting anything about like other women or other men. It's not that. Third party would maybe be her, the music, or her and trying to handle business in third parties. In this case, the people she's calling out, okay, like Rock Nation, Desiree Perez and all them. Someone like a Cardi B or Megan Thee Stallion could be a quote unquote third party to her. Okay, and then you got the Justice card in the reverse. So yeah, she feels like there's a lot of things that are unfair. I did pull out a justice energy on Cardi B's reading as well. So if there's some type of lawsuit brewing around the energy with Nicki, then yeah, I could see that. But she feels like a lot of third parties have been creating a lot of injustices around her is what it's giving, okay? But yeah, revenge is the card that fell out, but it says patterns, enjoying the show, getting even, and childish behavior. So that's so funny. It's like one of her very, very last tweets that I saw was something about like an end scene, like cut, end scene, or something like that. So again, she knows exactly what she'd be doing. And she's very particular. Like she's not, it may look very sporadic and sloppy and just saying whatever, but it's very strategic at the same time. Okay, enjoying the show. So she was enjoying the crash out. While yes, it kind of looked like she's crashing out. I get why people say that. I totally get it. With this energy of enjoying the show, that's why it's kind of like, again, an end scene. It's like she set up the stage for what exactly what she was trying to show or prove. Okay, that is so funny. And I'm sure this energy will elaborate the further we go in the reading, but if you get it, you get it. Okay, it is a little childish, and she knows that. That's why I said before, I feel like maybe with this water energy, 1 minute she felt a little guilty or felt bad. 2 minutes later, it's like, fuck it, send them all to hell, you know? Okay, triggers, yep. It says childhood wounds, flashbacks, ready to explode, and caught in the act. So, yeah. I feel like I've gotten this energy with her before a couple of times as far as her getting very triggered, or there are still certain things that she hasn't necessarily, I guess you can say, healed or really come to terms with from her childhood, which could, you know, show up or manifest in other ways, okay? In her personal life, her work life, okay? Maybe even hyper independence can be something here, is what I'm picking up. But yeah, like ready to explode. Again, we saw a massive explosion between these two on the internet. Yeah, so let's see. What is this? This is definitely very triggering. What is this? But it's like she knew what she was doing. So it's kind of like you're poking the bear, and it's like, you know, if you keep poking the bear is going to eventually, you know, lash out or have some type of reaction. So picking at Cardi B like the way she was, or again, Rock Nation and Jay-Z, Desiree Perez and all of them, like picking at these people, it's on purpose. She knows what she's doing. She's trying to get a reaction out of them to prove her point or prove a case or something like that. What is here, please? What is this? Earth signs are showing up. Okay, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. I'm not exactly sure if she has Earth in her chart or what, but yeah, that can mean maybe more so material energy, being very logical, thought out. Again, like I said before, it can feel or look or give the illusion of being very, sporadic and sloppy. And I guess, people will call it a quote unquote a coke rant. Okay, allegedly a coke rant, whatever. I'm not gonna call it that, but I've seen that thrown around. Okay, but again, with this earth energy, it's very strategic. Okay, earth energy, just like an air sign, just like air energy, we're thinking about it first. We're not gonna just jump off the porch first without thinking about what we're doing. So and there's a lot of money on the line too, as well, as what I'm getting. Okay, because earth energy is very material. You can talk about your finances, but it's also very methodical. It's think before you act. It can move a little slow sometimes as well. So it's kind of giving like a build up. Like she's got a lot to say, a lot on her heart, a lot on her mind that is just very slowly but surely going to hit. It's going to hit the fan more than it already has. Okay, so this is just, she's got a lot more in her arsenal, you guys, essentially is what I want to say. Okay, and this is not by accident. This is not because she was having a bad fucking day. This is not because Cardi B dropped an album. No, it's a lot deeper than that. All right, so please get more. Ooh, in a union. Now, it showed up in the reverse. I don't really read reversals, especially not oracle cards, but union is in the reverse. Okay, it says reconciliation, coming back, second chance, and rebuilding. So, if that's showing up in the reverse, though, maybe there could have been a possibility of some type of reconciliation or forgiveness with a particular energy. Maybe not so much Cardi B, but I feel like she alluded to that. Like she would have been open or willing to work with this girl or go on a tour with her, something to that extent. But it was in the reverse. So it was like, nah, again, one part of her could feel bad or feel guilty or want to do this and that. And then the other half of her is like, nah, fuck it. Actually, never mind. Just kidding, okay? So there is no reconciliation. There is no second chance. There is no coming back after this. It's kind of giving, okay? Oh boy, let's see. Let's get into another deck, you guys. I wasn't even sure what decks I wanted to use when we got into this, like, at all. I'm kind of just going with the flow. All right, we're going to use What's the Gossip, okay? Because there was a lot of gossipy type of energy going around. And what I will say, as I'm in this reading, I don't care who it is. It could have been SpongeBob SquarePants. It could have been Big Bird and Elmo going back and forth. I don't give a damn. I'm not a fan of how low can you go below the belt type of blows that they were throwing at one another. People's kids children having disabilities is not a dig. Kids' looks is not a fucking dig, okay? Someone being sexually assaulted, allegedly, possibly as a young child, is not a fucking dig, okay? It's not. So I wasn't happy to see any of that, but I guess when you're in a position like Nicki, where it's like, again, fuck it, send them all to hell, because they've been fucking with me for a very long time. And at this point, maybe she's just, again, with this revenge, enjoying the show. Y'all enjoyed the show when it was me on the shit end of the stick, so it's my turn. It's kind of what I'm getting from her, okay? Let's see, what is this kind of energy like, please, when it comes to Nicki at this time? Thank you. Oh, okay, let's see. Yeah, look, spilled tea, gossip. You've got energy vampires showing up. It says secrets exposed, gossip spreading, leaked information, and oops, it's out. So yeah, she knows what she's doing. Energy vampires, draining connections, toxic influence, protect your energy, and time to cut cords. So that's the thing I was already saying. It's like there's a lot more under her belt or in her arsenal that she's being very particular and very strategic about speaking on. There's a lot of stuff too that she's already spoke on that just hasn't necessarily come to the light yet for the public, okay? I feel like she feels very drained after all this. Very drained, you know, especially coming out of a hiatus. You've been kind of MIA from the internet for a little while. You announced your album. Now you're coming back into the internet game with the toxicity. It's just it's giving very draining. Okay. I keep hearing, I think the song is called Fuck the Club Up, FTCU. I keep hearing who wanna play with Nicki. That's what I keep hearing repetitive, like just over and over and over in my head. So it's maybe with the spilled tea, it's like, who wanna play with Nicki? It's like, you think you have all this tea on me, but I've got tons of tea on you. Like, you got a small ass cup. I've got the whole tea field. You know, Ascension. Okay, what is this, please? And it's crazy too, because as I'm doing this reading, it's like, that's why I get this vibe of end scene. What Nicki said about having an end scene, or all right, cut, or action. I got exactly what I needed from you. It's like someone here showed their hand to her, or again, proving her point. It's like, where did you even get this information from? In regards to like Cardi B, like, where did you even get all this information from that you think you're spilling tea? You think you're spilling gossip. Like, you thought you had the tea, or you thought you had the gossip, but who did you even get that from? And as of late, we know she's with Atlantic, but we've seen her over there with who, right? So, and by that, I mean Roc Nation and them. She's not signed to Roc Nation, we know that, but she's got some type of connection or affiliation over there now all of a sudden. And I'm talking about Cardi B, not Nicki. That's why to Nicki, it could be like, you know, you're over there with these energy vampires thinking you're getting tea or information. Whole time they're feeding you bullshit. And now look at you, spreading the bullshit because you think it's true. And it might not actually be, allegedly, okay? Why is here? What's her current energy like at this time? But I do feel like in regards to Nicki, she feels very drained by all of this as well. Okay. Okay, sugar-coated is showing up. Boundaries. Yeah, it's like she knows she should have stopped this a while ago, or like, she's got an ego, you guys, okay? She's got an ego. So it's like one part of you is telling you no, but then your ego just keeps going and going and going. So let's see. It says sweet but deceptive words. Didn't I just say, like, in her energy, it's like, well, who was telling you this bullshit anyway? You thought you had the tea just for them to be lying to you? Okay? Empty compliments, hidden insults, too good to be true. That's what I said before too. Like, Nicki, she apologized, but I feel like the apology was a little shady. Okay. Hidden insults, too good to be true. Okay, what is this, please? Inner child. Okay, that's the second time I'm seeing something about childhood wounds, you guys. Okay, triggered. She didn't like that. She didn't like that. Anything being talked about with her child, of course, I'm sure any mom would, right? Or any father. You say anything about my child, yeah, it's going to fucking trigger me. Okay, but you have inner child here showing up. Healing childhood wounds. We just had a card that said childhood wounds. So I'm not going to lie. I think something that Cardi mentioned, either about Papa Bear or maybe Nicki's childhood, her upbringing, whether it was true or not, because that's not the point I'm trying to make. I think that might have just really triggered her or bothered her. You know, because like, you don't know anything about my childhood. You don't know anything about my mother. You don't know anything about my father. It's like, how dare you? Or who is telling you this stuff? How dare you? Is kind of what I'm getting from her. Okay, emotional reactions, unresolved wounds. The card literally says, facing past hurts. Why does this bother me? Okay. Yeah, return to innocence and playfulness restored. So it's like she knows she's not a mean-spirited person. I could see why someone would say that, considering this type of exchange that occurred. And you had the whole Bigfoot energy with Megan Thee Stallion, lying on your dead mama. That shook a nerve with some people. So it's kind of giving what I get from her. It's like she knows she's not a mean-spirited person, like naturally. But I'm hearing like people keep trying me, is what I'm hearing. People keep trying me. And I'm seeing divine timing, trusting the process. Patience is required. It's taking her a lot of time and a lot of effort, I feel like, to heal some type of inner childhood wound or something that she's still struggling with, okay? Like a lot of people are still struggling with childhood wounds. It's not just because it's Nicki. So I'm not here to point fingers or nothing like that. I'm literally just reading what's showing up, you guys. Okay, so those insults, those jabs about her child or Nicki's upbringing herself, that did trigger her. That did really bother her. Okay, just like certain things Nicki said really triggered or fucked with Cardi B. Same thing, How is this here, please? Can I get one more of these? Unbothered. Okay, yeah. Acting very unbothered, though. Why is here? Oh. Plastic smiles. Oh, boy. Toxic love. Okay. Plastic smiles here. So, a lot of fake people in the industry. I already mentioned how about a union, a reconciliation. I don't know. Again, I'm not here to say like how true that is, but I'm more than sure Nicki mentioned that about her and Cardi maybe getting back on good terms or doing a record together, something to that extent, a joint tour. But she knew it was fake, and I feel like a part of her maybe would have been willing to do it, but then it's like that's fake as fuck. Like, or something could have happened where that deal just was just no longer in the works. Okay, but plastic smiles, fake kindness, forced friendliness, hiding resentment. Yep, behind your smiles, friends only in name. I'm gonna get one more on this plastic smiles, please. Because it's giving me like, obviously the industry that she's in is very fake. She doesn't like a lot of these girls, She does not like a lot of these girls at all. Or a lot of these girls, she knows they don't like her, and it's giving very fake. And I don't really understand where like the narrative comes from of like her, like Nicki not helping other females or not wanting to put them on. Like she's done features and collabs with a lot of different upcoming artists or artists that you may not have heard of a year or two beforehand, or they're struggling, and then you get Nicki Minaj on their song, and now all of a sudden they're the next popping thing since sliced fucking bread. So it's like I don't really understand where that comes from, but I don't know. Ooh, too many cards, you guys. My bad. But yeah, I don't really get that. Again, maybe there's something going on, or people are saying things that I don't see. I don't know. Again, I'm only one fucking person, you guys, and I don't follow these people on the internet. So I only see what I see when it's accessible to me at the time. I don't go out of my way to look for it. So. But just that narrative, I don't really understand where that comes from. Like her not wanting to help or put on other females or whatever. I feel like I've seen her name attached to a lot of other bitches. Like, you know what I mean? So, I don't know. But plastic smiles, what it's about? It's giving like I tried to be nice. I tried to be friendly. I tried to be cool. I tried to keep shit copacetic. But it just didn't work out that way. Again, I kept hearing like they keep trying me. They keep trying me. Whoever they are. Okay? What is plastic smile? Lesson learned. Okay, yeah. And that can go back to maybe again the industry, the people that you work around, the people that you work with. Wisdom gained, completing cycles, growth through experience. Okay, I'm wiser now. So she's obviously learned a lot, grown a lot out of 15, 16 years. She's been very prominent in the industry. And again, she's learned like a lot of these people are very fake. Men and women behind the scenes in the industry, okay? Maybe she's acknowledging that she learned here, you know, again, trying to keep the peace, trying to be friendly, or trying to reconcile, or just do things for business matters. Like it doesn't really seem to matter, because people always end up trying her or something, it feels like. Okay, so it's like she learned her lesson. It's giving, if I gotta be a lone wolf, I'll be a lone wolf, you know? And I do feel like with this lessons learned and her childhood wound, she's still trying to get over that particular hump, is what I feel like, okay? But being thrown into the industry like this, an industry like with people like this, as grimy as it can be, I don't think it's necessarily conducive to trying to heal any type of childhood trauma or wounds or anything like that. It's definitely not conducive to somebody's healing or growth journey, no matter how old you are. Okay, again, Nicki Minaj, SpongeBob SquarePants, Sandy fucking Cheeks, being thrown into a wolf's den like the music industry, and that is not a conducive place to heal any fucking thing. So, you know, I can see why this healing process for her is very delayed, or it's very backed up, okay? And it manifests in multiple different ways. Okay, but what is this going on with her? If you guys like this style of readings, something here makes sense to you, then leave a like on the video. It's absolutely free to do so. Share if you care, okay? What is this? Karmic lesson. That's interesting. Okay. We just had a card that said lessons learned. Yeah, there's a lot. And with this energy vampire, it's giving us a lot of karmics around. So it's giving, like, I'm hearing blackmail, blackballing. I mean, I'm hearing propaganda, blacklisting. I mean, geez, it's just a lot of bullshit that goes on. And it's full of karmics, is what it's giving from her energy, at least. Okay. What is this? Ashamed, yeah. Oh, man. Okay, guilt, embarrassed, and in the wrong. I think I already said that. I mean, during this whole exchange. And maybe that's why she apologized, because I feel like intuitively, again, I feel like it was a little bit of shade in the apology she gave, okay? But in the same breath, it's like she wouldn't have said it at all if she didn't genuinely feel sorry. So I say that to say, again, with lesson learned here, we had the water energy showing up. I already got this a few minutes ago. Like, half of her for maybe a few minutes would feel like, damn, I shouldn't have said that. You know, maybe asking Zoo, like, was that too far? Like, damn, well, you know what I mean? But then 5 minutes later, it's like, fuck it. Send those bitches to hell is giving me. And then back to tweeting with some other shit. Like, so I feel like maybe at this time, at the time of this recording, at least, now that the energy has kind of cooled off a little bit, she could feel a little guilty, or feeling a little bit bad, okay? So, and allowing somebody to get you to that point, no matter how much you don't like them, no matter what they're saying that you don't like. Yeah, this got her a little out of body, it seems like. But it's more so like with the child, the children. Okay, not so much about Cardi B or Cardi B's sister, none of that. She don't give a fuck about them. But, you know, it's like, it's the babies. We gotta take care of the babies, okay? That's what she feels bad about, is what I'm getting from this. What is this, please? So there is some remorse here, okay? Oh, wow. Reckless love and sex showing up? What is that about? I feel like maybe more so like being very reckless with her words, or just kind of saying whatever. Okay, what is this about? Reckless love and sex? Okay, what is this about? So I'm not literally, at least not intuitively, I'm not really feeling like someone who's just kind of out here on the streets. Now, could she know that possibly when it comes to Cardi B? Yeah, look, sex addiction showing up. Interesting. But I feel like this is more so being reckless with her words, or reckless with her behavior over the last few days, okay? Why is this here, please? But again, I feel like it's also very strategic. Yeah, I'm not happy showing up. Yeah, so I just don't think she's really too happy about a lot of different things that go on, just in general. But I don't think she's, again, I don't think she's very happy with how she handled that, you guys. I'm not even going to sit here and lie to you. What is this, please? Not happy. Okay. Oh, gosh. You got psycho showing up. Crazy ex. Obsessed. Won't let go. Feeling like shit. Twin flame. I miss you. Okay. What is this about? Okay, so that's what it is. Maybe she doesn't like how, again, with this fake energy, plastic smiles. Like, there are people behind the scenes that I feel like go out of their way to make her sound crazy or look crazy. And again, I already said this, you guys. I understand how the sporadic tweeting and all that stuff, it looks very like, oh, she's going on a coke rant. She sounds crazy. But it's actually very strategic. I don't know how to explain it, you guys. Like with this psycho energy, it's kind of giving like, you know what? That's what you want to make it sound like, or that's what people are going to say anyway. So I'll show you crazy. I'll show you psyched out. You know, I'll show you obsessed. Okay. You want to put that moniker on me? Then I'll show you. It's kind of what it's giving, you know? Okay, let's see. Let me have more on this, please. Why is this here? Energy kind of almost was a little hard to read. Mirroring is showing up. Okay, what is this? Why is this here, please? Fed up. Okay, so that's what it is. It's giving like fed up. That's why I just said it's like you guys want to make it. You always want to call me crazy. You always want to say I'm on drugs. I'm on coke. It's on the third. Fine, I'll give you that because I'm sick and tired of it. Or I'm sick and tired of the fake ass shit going on behind the scenes. So again, it's kind of giving like, I'll show you crazy. I'll show you unhinged. Watch this. You know? I mean, okay. Wow, interesting. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to get out of this deck, though. I mean, it's not hard to read her energy, but I feel like... I don't even know how to explain it, you guys. I really don't. Okay, but let's see. I'm going to get to another deck, and then we'll get into the tarot after this, you guys, okay? If this is making any sense to you, definitely leave a like on the video. It's absolutely free $99 to do so. Okay, what is this, please? Zombie. Interesting. Okay. Usurper, overthrow, takeover. Okay, you have zombies showing up. It's kind of weird. I actually had a slight vision of this card before I even got started. I don't know why it came through as a vision, but it's showing up here. It says undead, apocalypse, infection, and resurrection. Zombie energy is kind of like bringing something up from the dead. There's a lot of stuff from the past here that she wants to resurface or that she is going to resurface. I'm hearing connect the dots. So there's a lot of shit coming back to life from the past with this spilled tea, energy vampires. Like she's about to dig up some old shit is what it's giving. That may have to do with what's currently going on at this time. Okay, what is this? Oh, okay, saint, primitive human just tried to show up. Quester, again, digging up old ass information. Slave, maybe like with the oppressors, okay? Yeah, invisible person. Okay, half of these cards are like flipped over. My bad, y'all. But let's see. Look at this apocalypse, undead, zombie energy. Also her maybe too coming out of hiatus, like kind of coming back from the dead or just kind of being in zombie mode with that hiatus energy. Thinker and chameleon is showing up. Okay. Adaptability, elusive, camouflage, shape-shifting. Yeah, so it's getting like being very blended in, being knowing a lot but not showing your hand, okay? A thinker, you have meditate, focus, and profound. So again, like I already said, you guys, I feel like she really thought about some of the things that she was saying or that she was tweeting and all of that stuff. I don't think she's really too happy about some of the things she said. Not so much because it was Cardi B or anything like that, but with small children, you know. But I think she was really trying to make a point. Like, I'm trying to figure out the best way to explain this, you guys. Like, she kind of set the stage to prove a point. That there are like a lot of lies and gossip being spread about her, or, you know, being shared amongst certain groups of people toward other people about her. It's like, and again, a lot of people like don't think she knows a lot of stuff, but she knows a lot of stuff that she shouldn't fucking know, for real, is what it's giving. So she's thinking a lot about this. Wow, look, God at the bottom, omniscient, yep, almighty. So she feels very protected, or she you know, she could be a prayer warrior. I feel like I get that with her a lot anytime I read for her or read in her energy, but she could be thinking a lot. Okay, what is this? Gold digger? Oh, wow. Werewolf. Interesting. So, yeah, opportunistic, greed, exploitation, and selfishness. So, I already said that. It's like, how do I say this? Not trying to exploit Cardi B, but it's like, I'm trying to show your hand. The people that are behind you or trying to encourage you or give you this information, like I see how she's trying to exploit that, but through means of the dummy or the puppet in front of the people exploiting her. I really hope that makes sense, you guys, okay? Let me get one more on this. Gold digger energy, please. Dragon rider just tried to show up. Epic companion, fire breathing, and legend. Okay. Yeah, and look at that. You can make this up. Autocrat, tyrant, oppressive, and centralized control. If there's centralized control, that means you are the one controlling other things or other people. So again, it's like, who is the control center for this mouthpiece? Again, the dummy, the puppet in the middle for this information. Like, that's who's being exploited. She's trying to exploit that. And look at this. Vampire just fell out. You had energy vampire showed up already. Immortality, thirst, night, bloodlust, and cursed. My goodness. It's like I'm trying to expose the vampires behind the puppets or behind these people that are opportunistic, taking money in exchange for, I don't know, trying to take me down, or in exchange for trying to assassinate my character. Okay, you guys, and I'm not reading from my own perspective. I'm trying to read from her energy, from her perspective. So it's a little hard, okay? It's a little difficult. I'm not even gonna lie. Yeah, whistleblower, angel. I just said that like she could be very protected at this time. Be a prayer warrior with this angel energy. You've got whistleblower. She knows she's going to need as much protection as she possibly can, heavenly protection when it comes to this information that she's putting out on blast. Uncover, informant, exposing these vampires, again, that are the centralized control behind these puppets that are opportunistic and doing things for money, greed. These people behind the scenes, these vampires, are very greedy and money hungry. Okay, so she's trying to expose that, and in the midst of her doing that, I get it. It's making her look crazy, making her look a little bit woo, you know what I mean? Or they're gonna try to make her sound as such. Because there's just no fucking way. It's just so impossible that billion-dollar industries don't want to sabotage other people who are not part of the program. That's just so impossible. I'm being sarcastic, you guys, if you can't tell, but yeah, like, and no, it's not Nicki is not the only person. I feel like she's just the most outspoken about it when it comes to the rap game and female rap, or again, just rappers in general, maybe even just the music industry in general. It's like she's one of those very outspoken people. So of course they're gonna make her sound crazy or look, like she don't know what she's talking about or whatever, you know. But let's see. Let's get to the tarot, you guys. If it making any sense to y'all, definitely leave a like on the video. It's absolutely free 99 to do so. Okay. Yeah, it's like she's waiting to dig up some old shit from the past that's going to connect the dots to what's going on currently at this time. Yeah. And it's just giving again, like, watch this. You thought that was bad. Watch this. You know? She's just fed up with these people. Why is this here, please? Oh, what is this? The world? Yep, the world. Closing out a cycle. If not, maybe accomplishing a goal. Traveling. Okay, why is this here, please? Oh, the world. Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, and Taurus energy. Backing up this again. Closing out a cycle. Accomplishing a goal here. Success, you know. Why is this here, please? The world. Oh, 5 of Cups. So yeah, and that could be too, like things going viral, stuff on the internet. Anything she tweets or posts goes viral. But it's giving like, I don't want to be viral for stuff like this. Again, the things that she was saying. A lot of those tweets, if I'm not mistaken, are still up. Some she deleted, some she kept. Same with Cardi B. It's like some she didn't keep, some she kept. But I feel like she feels very disappointed with again certain things that she was saying, not so much about Cardi but about maybe the babies, okay, that making her feel very disappointed, okay. Grief, sadness with this 5 of Cups, feeling out a bit of a loss, if not maybe just regret, you know. Yeah, here's her showing up, Queen of Wands and the 10 of Wands. That can be a bit of a burden, or having the weight of the world on your shoulders. I also feel like she is ready to kind of like put the weight of the world on someone else's shoulders. These people behind the scenes, you know. Page of Cups just fell out. That's an apology again. She already made an apology. She posted one. Is it still on Twitter at the time of this recording? I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure it is. Again, the babies, the children, that's what she feels bad about, okay? And again, I have thinker here. Like, she's thinking about it a lot. Okay, what is this? Page of Cups, please. That could be someone who is also in a bit of an energy of being shy, or, you know, they may not offer a whole lot, maybe breadcrumb a little bit. That's why I said it was a little shady. It's like she feels bad. She said sorry, but most of that stuff she said she does not feel bad about. Okay. Oh, let's see. What is this? Ooh, the Empress. Okay, very nice. The Empress. Ooh. Knight of Wands. I don't want to say what I'm hearing, but the Empress and the Page of Cups, that's definitely a pregnancy, okay? I'm not sure if she's trying to have any more kids or if she wants to, but like I already said, like, she feels a little bad or guilty about what she said about the babies, okay? You have this Knight of Wands energy. That could be someone a little bit lustful, maybe here for a good time, not a long time, a little impulsive. So again, a lot of the stuff that she was saying was very impulsive, out of emotion, I feel like at that time. But in the same breath, it's like how she was wording these things, or how she was saying it, how she was going about it, it was also very strategic, because again, like I said before, it was like she was setting the stage for something bigger, or to try to give birth to something bigger than just this. It's kind of giving like you got to see the bigger picture, but then in the same breath, yes, a lot of what she was saying was a little reckless and kind of impulsive. Yes. And I'm glad I did wait, because it was days worth of just tweets back to back to back to back to back. I mean, my goodness. So I purposely waited to do this reading for her just to see if the energy will cool down just a little bit. And it has. So Knight of Wands is someone very brave. They're not afraid to take action on things either. What is this? Page of Swords. Okay. She feels like she's being watched like all the time is what I get with this too. Yeah, Five of Wands in the reverse, Eight of Swords. Okay, because Page of Swords can kind of be, again, another childlike energy. If not, it'd be gossip. Okay, someone trying to find out information, you know, stalking, snooping around, asking a lot of questions, someone who's very curious. This is kind of giving me a bit of an investigation as well. So if there is some type of investigation going on, because if I'm not mistaken, I'm more than sure there is some type of lawsuit pending from Nicki's end, she's willing to give whatever she has, whatever information she has. And I feel like she feels like she's always being watched as well, which could be true. King of Pentacles, okay. We had Earth energy show up already. King of Pentacles is usually a provider, someone who is very good at making money, very stable. And with the Empress here, we know she's very stable. What is this Queen of Pentacles, please? This is interesting because even like in the midst of all of this, I still see her getting like offers or like financial endorsements or being offered some type of major financial opportunity here, even in the midst of all of this. Okay, what is this? Oh shit. Three of Wands in the upright. Okay, looking toward the future, travel as well, doing business or enterprise overseas, waiting for your ships to come in. Yeah, it's kind of giving like she was waiting for somebody to show their hand or just waiting for somebody to, you know, kind of trip up or slip on a banana peel and fuck up, okay? It's like, I'm just waiting for you to say the right thing. And you'll give me exactly what I need for whatever this case is she's building up or something. I'm hearing like collusion. I don't know why I'm even hearing that word collusion. Maybe she's trying to expose some type of collusion here, which would be like multiple people working behind the scenes with each other to try to take you down or take you out or steal from you or anything like that. She could be waiting for an apology as well of some sort. Why is this, please? Queen of Swords. Okay, she is an Aquarius rising. Oh, wow. That's funny because I just mentioned about a lawsuit or some type of legal paperwork. Yeah. Oh, boy. She's taking somebody for a lot of fucking money, okay? Eight of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. Queen of Swords is usually like a judge or law enforcement of some sort. Maybe a lawyer. Okay, with the Ten of Pentacles here, it's like she is not playing games. So it's giving some type of truth being exposed or truthful communication. Something here coming out or being exposed when it comes to money and finances, or again, the collusion, people working together behind the scenes. Okay, very harsh communication as well. The Queen of Swords is very straightforward. They don't beat around the bush for real. So again, that's why I said before, I feel like maybe she feels a little guilty or a little bad about some of the things that she was saying. But not everything, that's for sure. Definitely not every fucking thing, okay? Why is it here, please? Queen of Cups. Yeah, because she's in her feelings and her emotions a little bit. Very intuitive as well. The Hermit. Yeah, it's like again, she knows a lot of stuff, guys, that the public may not be hip to right away. It takes a little while to come to fruition with the Seven of Swords, the sneakiness, the deception, stuff that goes on behind the scenes in the background that nobody knows about with this Hermit card, okay? She like intuitively, and she's got proof intuitively and tangible physical evidence and proof of something, but a lot of this she has to hold on to or keep to herself because the public is not going to understand it, or again there's some type of legalities involved, so there's only certain things she can allude to or say, but not everything. Okay, I think she definitely has like a spiritualist in her corner, or she could be someone that's very tapped in spiritually. Okay, the Hermit, very spiritual energy as well. Very wise, very smart. You know, when they retreat from the public or retreat from other people, they become a lot more in tune, more spiritually inclined. Okay, so it's giving like, don't let these people fool you, don't let them trick you, is what I'm getting from her. I'm hearing her say use your discernment. So she could be wanting the public or her fans to use their discernment so they're not tricked or deceived or emotionally deceived or something to that extent is what I'm getting, okay? Let me see. What is this Queen of Swords, please, in the world? And it's giving some, whatever truth or whatever shit she has to say, whatever she's speaking or bringing to the forefront. Again, it's people showing their hand, the collusion, whatever she's about to bring, it's about to bring a major like closure or an ending or wrapping up somebody's fucking cycle here, okay? An Emperor, someone very high up in the totem pole. What's the Queen of Swords energy, please? Oh, but I feel like a lot of the stuff she was saying was not like it was a lie, okay? The Strength card and the Four of Swords. And I think after this, she's going to go back into retreat mode or hiatus. Maybe she'll, you know, post her stats or do a little tidbit here and there or whatever. You know, post a Jay-Z AI meme or whatever every once in a while. But yeah, look, the Death card. I feel like she wants to kind of like take a break from this, reset, recharge, whatever that looks like for her, okay? Especially with the internet shenanigans. Okay, we want to hold back. Four of Swords is kind of rest, relax. Let's take a break from this. Let's take a pause. And the Death card is like transformation or another ending here. So she's gonna keep cool for right now. I feel like for now. I don't think it's gonna last that fucking long, but for now, okay. But it's giving like, if you come for me again or you say one more fucking thing, if you even breathe wrong, Queen of Swords is coming right back out. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think this Four of Swords, oh, kumbaya, let me retreat back to hiatus, it's not going to last long. It is not going to last long, I feel like. Okay, it takes a lot of strength for her to be holding back a lot of the shit that she knows, things that she wants to say. And again, I feel like somebody shows their hand one more fucking time, says one more thing she don't like or agree with, or that's a little funny. Again, you breathe wrong, the Queen of Swords is coming right the fuck back out. Simple as that. She's funny. Yeah, look, Nine of Swords. She knows she's got people up in arms. She's got people stressed out. Look at this. Eight of Swords. Nine of Swords. Wow. And here goes the Justice card. That is crazy. I was just saying there's some type of legalities going on in the background. She's going to have a lot of people stressed the fuck out, or she already does. Okay, and now I'm sure, of course, the stress, anxiety of a lawsuit, that can be a lot on your plate, you know? Like, first of all, the amount of money that has to go out for it, the amount of time, all the information and connecting of the dots you got to do to make a particular lawsuit this big stick. This is giving huge. When I say, like, I kid you not, I'm literally seeing like this, whatever the fuck this lawsuit is, this packet, these documents, I kid you not, it's like a Bible's worth, okay? It's a lot. It's a lot. You got the Justice card and the Eight of Swords. That's literally somebody going to jail, okay? Nine of Swords here can be a little stressing or anxiety, paranoia. Okay, I already said she does feel a little guilty, a little bad about some of the things that she was saying. Okay. But whatever the fuck she's got going on in this lawsuit, it's the truth. It's not a lie. It's not frivolous. It's very fucking serious. That's why I said there's some type of investigation going on that she could allegedly, possibly be kind of helping out with or passing along information to help with this investigation or something like that. Okay. There's a lot of money on the line. A lot of big players with this. I'm hearing financiers. Okay, someone could be a financier, like someone who provides money or loans money, or just again have a lot of it. They could be going to jail just simply based off of what she is doing or brewing up behind the scenes. Okay, and it's giving like karma, justice, fairness, equality. Okay, why is this here, please? Two of Swords, yeah. Okay, blockages, if not, maybe not following your intuition, being in denial, like cutting shit out. I keep getting this energy from her again, like don't let these people block your intuition, general public, barbs, the internet, whatever. Don't let these people block your better judgment or block your intuition. There's a lot going on that I'm trying to get you guys to see that y'all are not seeing, okay? At least that's how she could feel or how she's viewing the situation. What is this Two of Swords, please? What is this Two of Swords about? The Chariot, and there go the police. There go the police. I just said that. Like she could be in talks or in communication. The Page of Wands is a messenger or someone that's eager. They're excited to talk. Get the ball rolling. Okay? Talking to the police. Or maybe not police, but like again, like the law or legalities, lawyers and things like that. Okay? The feds possibly. I'm not getting so much like of her being like an informant, like a Desiree Perez informant, but again, this lawsuit that she's got brewing up, that's what I'm talking about. Not saying she's called the police on people, but nah, it's like she's got something brewing very big. It's massive, is what it feels like. It feels massive. Okay. What is this Two of Swords? Ace of Swords. Yeah, you can't make this up. Clear thought, clear mind, communication, truthful communication. That's the truth. I just said that. It's like whatever she's talking about, whatever she's saying, it may be harsh. It may not be what somebody wants to hear, but it could be the fucking truth. And again, don't let these people, the people that run the internet, yeah, all this stuff, don't let them manipulate you, is what she's trying to say to us. Her fans, the public, whatever. Don't let these people manipulate you, gaslight you, trick you into seeing some shit or believing something that's not actually true. Okay, the magician is a manipulator. Wow. So, and again, they're going to try to make it seem like she's crazy, like she's tripping, like yeah, look, the devil card, you know, oh, this bitch is a psycho, she's crazy, she's on drugs, this, that, and third. Hermit energy here. So I'm hearing Ray Charles to the bullshit. And this is definitely like heavy witchcraft, like dark magic, lies, manipulation, the devil card and the magician. And it's giving like she sees right through that, or she can feel it, or she just knows, or it could be being blocked out, any type of like negative energy, bad juju being sent toward her. It could be getting blocked or returned to sender. Simple as that. Now, I don't think you can introduce spell work or witchcraft to a yeah, look, the King of Swords just fell out. I don't think you can introduce spell work and witchcraft to a court of law necessarily. I don't think we've gotten that far yet, you guys, okay? But it's giving like, yeah, don't believe the lies and the manipulation to try to like, again, manipulate or misconstrue the truth with the King of Swords showing up. They will do whatever to make her look like a liar. There goes the witchcraft. Okay, the high priestess. We just saw the devil and the magician. That is literal spell work and witchcraft. A general reading, deep dive, whatever the fuck it is. So when she talks about that, she's not lying. Okay, King of Swords and the Five of Swords, yeah, like sabotage, jealousy, envy, and it's a lot of collusion. People behind the scenes in cahoots with one another doing this stuff. Yeah, look, Ten of Swords. Betrayal, an ending, or to cause an ending of some sort. I mean, geez. But the truth is going to come out. And I feel like whatever she's got to do to get the truth out or to make people recognize or realize and come up out of this illusion or come up out of this fairy tale, you know, again, keeping people blind, literally keeping people blind from the truth, secrets being exposed, again, this witchcraft. And again, I don't think you can necessarily introduce that in a court of law, but it is a very major player here is what it's looking like. And yes, you know, these people do massive rituals over the masses of people in America and internationally to keep them, or to keep us, blind, deaf, dumb, and retarded. Okay, they do. The Super Bowl, all of these award shows, these TV shows and movies, yes, they are made to keep us dumb and docile, and so we don't see clearly, so we don't see the truth. Again, look, Nicki Minaj is a druggie. Oh, she's this, she's that. You know, that's what they're supposed to do, so we don't listen to anything she said. They did it to Michael Jackson too, right? Michael Wacko Jacko, or he's a child predator, this, that, and the third. And people have their sentiments about that, but they wanted to make him look crazy. Don't believe anything he says. Oh, no way. He's crazy. He touches kids. They did it to DMX. Cat Williams. They do this stuff. And I feel like right now she really is trying to get people to see or understand that. And again, forcing people to show their hand so it'll just prove her point. And it's kind of just hoping and praying that the general public will get it when the time is right. You know? So she's thinking very heavily here. Again, this is playing right into her plan, right into, you know, what she's trying to accomplish or what she's trying to do. This is going to end up being a win for her with this Three of Cups is giving. And again, exposing the collusion, exposing the people behind the scenes working together. Okay? It was only a matter of time is what it's feeling like, is what it's giving. But yeah, she's thinking a lot about this. There's a lot more that I feel like she wants to say, that she can say, or I should say that there's a lot that she wants to say that maybe she can't really say right now, but she will say eventually, or it's just going to be exposed. If not through means of her, then maybe in a lawsuit that's coming up soon. I definitely see that. But yeah, and I will say, you guys, again, I do feel like she's got some remorse or feel a little bit bad about certain things that she said regarding, you know, the babies and whatnot. But that's about it. She don't feel bad about nothing else she said. I can tell you that right now, okay? But yeah, this is a lot. I'm going to leave this reading here, you guys. I may come back and tap in on this again. Maybe a little further down the line, okay? Depending what comes up or what happens. But I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I hope you guys are able to take something from this. I hope you guys, leave a comment. Let me know what you know. Let me know how you feel. Let me know what you guys think of this whole situation. Cardi, Nicki, JT and them, right? Share if you care. Subscribe. I would love to have you here, part of the family. Thank you guys so much. I love you guys so much. And I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.